Hey guys, welcome back to the Blackwell Epiphany. In the last episode I was lost, but now I'm back because we have hit the church again. No, the school. It's the school. And we are supposed to
He's
talk.
okay?
Okay.
Peter's really okay?
He is still deceased, but in all other respects, yes. He is as well as can be.
This changes everything. You have no idea. You two, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never even considered that Peter's soul could be saved. And maybe Heather too. Yes, Heather. If she wasn't taken, then her soul must still be lost.
And this is a good thing?
Of course. If a soul is merely lost, it still can be saved. And maybe so can mine.
So what's the plan?
So, what's your plan?
We are approaching this from ignorance, and possibly from fear. Before I was trapped in the void, I was a spirit guide for a very long time. I can learn much from a spirit by looking at it, and talking to it. If Fielding's soul still exists, then it must be brought here.
And Heather. Heather's soul must still be out there.
And her as well, of course.
Peter Fielding's spook is at the gym. It's not too far away. You can talk to him there.
Are you kidding? I step out of this circle, who knows what could happen? If I die, there's a good chance I'll be an aware spirit, just like Leah and George, and then...
Be at peace, my host. I would not ask you to do such a thing.
Well, thank heaven for that.
Besides, it is unnecessary. As you say, only spiritually aware souls are attacked. Since this Fielding is not spiritually aware, meeting him in his current state would be fruitless. We need to awaken him before I can determine anything about him.
Won't awakening these ghosts destroy him? Aren't we trying to avoid that?
Don't be absurd. We'll put them behind this circle. They will be safe there.
And how are we supposed to do that? Spooks like me can't enter the thing.
This might surprise you, Malone, but I did think of that. Come here. Take this.
What's this thing?
Call it a totem. It was made with some of my essence. The circle was created in much the same manner, so it will make a perfect focus. When you awaken a spirit, use the totem to send them directly here. They will remain safely behind the circle until we can determine the next course of action.
So I'll be trapped in this circle with Peter and Heather's ghosts?
I am afraid so, my host.
Well, I suppose it can't be helped. And I guess it will be nice to see them again.
Yes.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the people in our group, Peter was the one I spoke to the least. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the... I think... But George...
Okay, so we will have to return to George's apartment and get that... What's it called? That key card.
I need to know everything you can tell me about Heather.
Well, there was one thing. It was a confession of sorts, you see, and she trusted me.
What was it?
You don't understand. It was a confession. It might have been a long time ago, but it was still a sacred trust. I can't betray that trust. It goes against everything I believe in.
Don't you think that under the circumstances, she would understand?
I'm not sure God would.
Does it really matter? What's the worst that could happen? You lose your soul?
My God, when you put it like that. Heather was a prostitute. She wanted to confess, but didn't feel right entering a church. She might have been Jewish, judging by her name, but I think she just wanted to speak to someone who understood.
Understood.
Someone who had been to grace group meetings. Someone who had had a life-changing revelation, like I did. I don't know what her revelation was, but she wanted to purge herself of her old life. So she asked if I could come to her apartment and listen to her. So I did.
Do you remember where she lived?
I was a priest entering the house of a prostitute. It's not something you forget. She lived by Tompkins Square Park. Here's the address.
Okay, we got the address.
Is there anything else you can tell us about Heather? Anything at all?
I just know she was a prostitute when she went to grace group meetings. I don't know what's happened to her since.
Is there anything else?
No.
Okay.
There are tons of... Anything else you...
No.
Okay.
Did you ever watch...
No.
So the man...
Yeah, Japanese guy.
So the man...
Yeah.
Is there anything you can tell me?
No. I think but
Yeah, okay.
Is there anything else you can
I just know she was a prostitute when she went to
Sorry.
Grace Group meeting.
Do you know any...
No.
I guess we should...
Then I do believe our talk is concluded. I will return outside.
Hey, Madeline?
Yes, my host.
It's all right.
All right.
Yeah, stay inside. It's cold out there.
I don't feel the cold, my host.
I know. Just stay, please. And thanks.
It is my pleasure, my host.
Interesting. Okay, so they are getting closer.
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
I've always wondered, just who are you?
Pardon?
Where'd you come from? Who you were before all this?
Tell me one thing. Have you ever asked your spirit guide the same question?
Yeah.
Has he ever given you a satisfactory answer? Precisely.
Joey told me about how you helped him out of the void.
We helped each other.
Well, even still, if you weren't there, well, I don't know what would have happened.
The hole in the universe caused by the severed link would have consumed you. Your mind would have collapsed under the pressure, leaving you a raving madwoman.
Right. Well, thanks.
My pleasure.
You once told me that you knew my Auntie Lauren.
After a fashion. While in the void, I could reach out to the mortal world in dreams. The minds of other bestowers were the most receptive.
Huh? If that's true, how come she never mentioned it?
Sadly, the memories of our meetings faded as she woke.
What did you talk about? You and Auntie, I mean.
You have to understand, she was dreaming while we conversed. Her mind wasn't entirely lucid.
So you can't tell me anything?
Nothing that would make any cognitive sense.
Do you know what happened to them? To Auntie? To my grandmother? They both went insane. They spent years sedated in a hospital. Do you know why?
I do not. I felt their minds when they went, but that is all I know.
I see. Do you think the same thing will happen to me? What happened to my aunt and grandmother, I mean?
I am sorry, I do not know. But I do believe your chances of safety are high.
You really think so? Why?
I told you. While I was in the void, I could sense their minds. I could sense yours as well. You are stronger than they were.
I'm stronger?
Not physically, or even mentally, but emotionally, yes. Your grandmother fled the duty. Your aunt performed it with only the greatest reluctance. But you have embraced it, thrived in it.
Well, it's what I do. I guess we should get going.
Of course. Keep us informed of your progress.
Alright, I'm not going to bother her with the notes that we have, because we do have a new address that we can go to. But before we do that, I want to go to... Could go to Heather, but I want to go to George's first. And look for that key card.
It looks like a rig. If I switch it off, it'll...
The tablet. We had these already. Exit. Let's have a look at the garbage.
It's empty. Thank God.
So...
I don't even know what they are.
So I guess we won't find the key card
A saucepan. Me cook? Me cook?
The
I
list.
don't need somebody. Bok choy.
It's either a...
Okay, we came here for nothing. Go directly outside, and we are going to Heather's place, of course, now. There she is already. Gonna have a look around first, though.
It just looks like a hallway leading down to a set of stairs.
We could always just leave too.
Some nasty spikes up there. I'm not climbing over it for sure.
Okay, that means time for Joey.
Hey, how'd you get in?
Ah, hello, miss.
Answer my question. How'd you get in?
Oh, the gate was open. Is that all right?
Sure, I guess. Just be sure to close it when you leave. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay, let's have a look
Those
around.
plants are barely clinging to life. Dark and dusty. Can't tell what's in there. There's nothing worth visiting on the other side. Frozen solid. Nobody's gonna have a picnic on that anytime soon. Frozen must lead inside.
Can we enter? We can, apparently.
Just a dark hallway. I can't see a thing in there.
Okay, so nothing to have a look inside for now.
Nice looking girl. I suppose that's an asset in her line of work.
Time to talk.
Excuse me, miss?
Oh, hi. What's up?
You sure you should be out here?
Why shouldn't I be? It's perfect. It's so nice to finally have a night clear enough to enjoy this place.
Clear night. Right. You live here?
I do. Why?
No reason. Just making conversation. Is your name Heather Goffstein?
Oh, I see. You came from Ray.
Ray?
Of course. You did come from Ray, right?
No, sorry.
No, sorry. I don't know who Ray is.
Oh, well, then I'm sorry. If you want a date, you'll need Ray's permission.
A date?
Isn't that why you're here?
No, not at all. I just want to talk.
Really?
Really?
Well, I suppose that's all right, but we should stay out here. If we don't go in the bedroom, then it's not a date.
Notes updated Ray.
You don't seem terribly surprised that I'm here in your garden.
It is a bit strange you appeared out of nowhere, but hey, I'm used to men appearing on my doorstep. And for some reason, you seem safe.
Safe.
Yeah, just a vibe.
Huh. Thanks, I guess.
Time to
Can you
talk.
tell me about the Grace Group, Heather?
Grace Group?
Yeah. You were a member, right?
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Come on, think. You met in the basement of Grace Church.
What, like AA? I'm not an alcoholic, thank you.
You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place in Chelsea.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Tell me about Father Michael Cooper.
Father Michael? Is he a priest or something?
Yeah, or something. He was part of the Grace Group.
I don't know him. Sorry.
Are you sure? He seems to know you.
You don't meet many priests in my line of work. Or at least, if you do, they don't usually tell you.
That is true.
Do you know a Tanya Corsi?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Do you know a guy named Benjiro?
I can't really say one way or the other. Sorry. I could get into trouble.
You could get into trouble.
Do you know a guy named...
I could get...
Okay.
Do you know a guy named Peter Fielding? Runs a gym in Murray Hill.
I can't really say one way or the other. Sorry. I could get into trouble.
So, tell me a bit about yourself, Heather.
Can we not, please? Let's just enjoy the evening, okay? It's nice out here.
Sure. No problem.
Not very talkative.
Do you know a guy named Jim Peebles?
I can't talk about who I might know. I don't want to get anyone into trouble. Especially me.
So, tell me about this Ray character.
I really shouldn't. Ray is really exclusive with the clients we're given. I shouldn't have told you the name.
Well, Heather, I have to get going.
Sure. I'd leave the gate open, but for some reason, I don't think that will be a problem for you.
Weird. Very weird.
Get over here. I got some...
What's up?
I get the feeling I didn't grill Heather enough. I should talk to her some more.
Okay. You say yourself that we should talk to her a little bit more.
Excuse me.
Oh, what's up?
Do you know a guy...
I don't want...
So, tell me about this Ray...
Ray is really exclusive with the client.
Do you know a guy...
I don't want...
So...
Can we not? Let's just...
Sure. Do you know a guy...
I could get...
Do you know a guy...
I could get...
Do you know...
I could get...
Do you know...
I don't...
Do you know...
I don't...
You sure...
I don't know. Please stop.
You ever go to the...
I don't...
I have...
I told you.
Well, Heather...
Sure.
Okay, let's try and find out more about this Ray guy here.
If there's a connect... Heather Goffstein. She worked for Ray, and now she's dead. No, I don't think... No, I don't think those... No.
Well, question is now, what to do next? No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to leave and talk to Rosa, and he says...
I got something to...
Yes?
Jim Peeble.
Because he works late into the night? We can hardly...
Ray. So many names, it's hard to keep them straight. So Peter gives personal training sessions, huh?
According to Michael, yeah.
So Peter...
Okay, if that is the case, let's exit and go back to Peter, because we can talk to him about Heather anyway. Don't have the key card though. Maybe he knows something about
Hey, Peter.
Ray?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
So I'm told that you give personal training sessions.
Yeah, you interested?
I sure am.
Well, I don't have the time right now, but I can probably pencil you in. Just gotta check the schedule outside. How about next Tuesday, say 11 a.m.?
Sure, I think I could swing that.
Great. Here's my number in case you need to reschedule. You got a phone?
No. Well, I'll just remember it.
Okay. 646-555-0425.
Thanks.
Great. See you then.
We got Peter's number.
And by the way, when you come to our session, don't wear a suit.
I'll try to not forget.
A calendar with a mark.
Let's have a look. Okay, that doesn't matter right now. Phone. Call Peter.
Hey, this is Peter. You know what to do.
Okay, we do have his number. Let's go into the men's room. His phone is most likely in there, isn't it?
Hey, this is Peter.
Okay, that didn't help.
Joey,
Told
could you
you.
come out?
Yeah, Joey.
Uh-huh.
I guess we'll just leave. Let's go to his apartment and try to reach Peter from here.
Hey, this is Peter.
Okay, that didn't help either. So I
Joey,
don't...
I'd like to talk.
What is it this time?
Where do you think Peter lived? He's got to have a home.
You think it's important?
It could be.
That is true. Go directly outside. Let's go to the police station. It has the highest chance of getting to know where Peter lived, right?
Officer Palmer.
Yeah.
Okay, and also we do have...
Could you look up another phone number for me?
I suppose I can, within reason.
I'm trying to track down someone who Leah knew. The number is 646-555-0425.
Alright, give me a second. That phone is registered to a unit in Murray Hill. Here's the address.
Yeah, we got the address. Nice.
Do you know anything about someone named Ray? I don't know who he is, but I think he's involved with prostitution.
Prostitution? Is this related to Leah's case?
I don't know. It could be.
This just gets better and better. Anyway, Ray, let's take a look. Okay, the name Ray definitely comes up in the Vice Department database. There was a raid on a bar called Vantini a few years ago, and someone named Ray was taken in for questioning. No charges were made.
Just Ray, no last name.
No. Whoever Ray is, that's his full legal name. Anyway, here's the address of the bar if you need it.
Thanks.
Sure.
Wow, okay, we got some new info here.
Well, I bet.
Sure.
The question is, where do we go first now? I think we're gonna go to Ray's apartment. No, not Ray's apartment. Peter's apartment first. Yeah, let's go here. Oh. Of course we can't enter, right?
Coming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Could I ask you a few questions?
No. Who are you?
I'm looking into Peter Fielding's death. Did you know him?
Look, I'm done talking about Peter. I've got my own problems. Just leave me alone.
Interesting.
Why is nobody ever happy to see me?
Dunno. It can't be your copious amount of social grace.
Okay, I guess we will just enter here with Joey. And have a look around.
It's a painting of a young woman. No idea who she is. I can't smell them, but even I can tell those flowers are fake. Yuck, who knows how long that's been lying around.
Come on. Aha, Peter Fielding Gold member. We want that. Can we blow on it once again?
No good. The rug's too thick.
Interesting.
She looks like she stopped caring about anything years ago. After seeing the state of this joint, Red's place doesn't seem so bad. A painting of a country home, some kind of farm maybe? Looks quaint in any case.
Alright, so let's blow on her.
She shivered a bit, but no other reaction. Madeline said she used a bit of her essence to activate that circle, and that this totem would zap spooks into it. That won't do any good. According to Maddie, this only works on aware spooks.
Well, if that's the case...
No point,
She can't hear you, exactly. Alright, I guess we will call Peter.
Hey, this is Peter.
Okay, that didn't work. Let's try the door again.
Ugh, coming. You again? What is it this time?
This is Peter Fielding's apartment. Why are you living here?
Because I do? Now, please leave.
Okay, that didn't work either.
Ugh.
Okay, she will open the door every time at least.
You again? What is...
I'm working with the police.
And?
And I need to ask you a few things.
I've already told the cops everything. I wasn't there. Just leave me alone.
I'm gonna try again, of course. Until you talk to us,
You again?
lady.
What is it?
I'm a friend of Peter's.
So?
So I was hoping we could talk about him?
Funny. I was hoping to be left alone tonight. Guess who wins? Ugh. You again? What is it?
We really need to talk. It's very important.
Well, I really need to get to watching this movie. We all have stuff to do.
Okay, that didn't work either. Let's be persistent. Is there anything else that we can do with her right
You
now?
again? What is it this time?
You know what? Never mind.
You know what? Soup.
Okay. So I guess... nothing else that we can do apparently. We could exit. Woman filth papers. Notes updated case number. NYC probation. Blah blah blah. Broadway this case number. Blah blah blah. As your probation officer, I am bound to report your absence from our meetings to the proper authorities. I understand you desire to get your head together after the events of the Carth House, but I'm afraid I must follow a formal process. Your next appointment is the 1st of October 2014. If you attend this, or is it January 10th? It's January 10th, right? If you attend this and every subsequent meeting promptly and in a proper spirit, I can have your absence from the previous appointments excused. Carol Novak. Okay, good thing we did that. I would have overlooked this. So let's have a look at the phone. There's a new message. Okay, let's have a look. Dear Mrs. Blackwell, I just wanted to reach out again. I am aware that this is a difficult subject, but if we are to prevent your aunt and grandmother's condition to resurface in you, we must take the proper steps. Please contact me and we can schedule an appointment. Ah, that's the doctor from the very first one. And there is this case. We're gonna do this.
Bingo. The case number is listed in this file. It belongs to a Maggie Fielding.
Uh-huh.
It appears she was picked up in the raid on the Carth house. She was brought in for an emergency detox and forced to go into rehab. It lists one known family member, a brother, Peter Fielding.
Aha, we do have Maggie Fielding going on right now. Alright guys, but I'm sorry we have hit the end of the episode mark. If you want to know if we can talk to Maggie, you'll have to tune in next time for the Blackwell Epiphany. See you then.